This is your new album, World So Sweet. And this is you. Okay, first of all, it occurs to me that I should probably thank you for this World So Sweet.
Oh, well, you're very welcome.
And the food we eat.
It makes me feel like a god.
Yes. Yes. And you should.
What should I look at, Tom? Your your one eye
Right
that
here.
I can see?
Right here. It's okay. All right.
So stressful.
No, don't worry about it. Stressful. This album is stressful.
I need to share my stress with others to
Apparently.
ameliorate its effects.
Apparently. First of all, before we get to the stuff in the album, tell me about the gig.
The gig is this July. Where am I looking again?
You're looking right here.
Okay.
Talk to me.
So the gig is July 29th
Yeah.
at Mississippi Studios,
Uh-huh.
which is this Friday, which is 2 days from now.
Oh boy.
2 days from now.
Yeah.
And the wonderful Michael DeBlind and Brothers Young are performing with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm like one of those people who's being interviewed
Now,
by the news and looking all over the place. I really am. If I look here, then my eyes start to cross. And if I look at you there, then that's much better. Can I just look at your one eye that
sure.
I can see?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
Knock yourself out.
All right.
All right. So, will it be the whole band from the album?
Well, a lot of the people from the album.
Yeah.
Lee Marble's playing again, and Ben Lansford, who is my stalwart go-to person. Jeff Langston is coming up from Eugene and playing bass, which is so sweet because he's doing that commute, driving
Yeah.
up and then driving back. Liz Savage is playing drums. Lisa Stringfield, who sang with Ages and Ages, and Carmina Luna is singing, and my sister is singing, Katie Taylor, and Trisha Beck is singing, and Kristen Bueller, and Bennett Bailey, and Ian Timmons, who all have sung with Katie in Opera Theater Oregon, and a lot of the choirs and things around town. So.
But you're not going
Steve
to have
Cannon, Todd
okay.
Bales.
Okay.
I think I got everybody now.
But you're not going to have strangers talk, read things as you do on this album.
Apparently, Katie, who very kindly led a chorus rehearsal for me,
Yeah.
did assign talking lines.
Is that right?
So we're going to see how that works in rehearsal probably tonight.
All right. Okay, let's get to the album.
Okay.
It seems to me that there's more stuff in here than I should know.
Okay. Yes. That's not my fault.
Okay, of course, it's your fault.
I don't
okay.
see how I should take responsibility for that.
All right, let's talk about the irony or the juxtaposition of a stinging sea anemone and the title "World So Sweet."
Well, there's a song in there called Anemone,
Yes.
which is about a stinging kind of person, or a bad love kind of person who's not so good for you.
I see.
I gotta stop looking at that.
But you're obviously drawn to that person.
Yes. Like a magnet. It is. It's like just the poison person. Pretty Penny and Anemone are kind of the two songs on the album. Well, and maybe Your Big Mouth, about people that may not be so good for you, but that you're drawn to nevertheless. Yeah. Pretty Penny, for example, a number of people have asked me about that song, and there's really not a whole lot more depth to it than that's there. I meant it to be a bit of a robotic pop dance hit. So if you're looking for deeper
That's the
meaning,
one with the disco yell in it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's meant to be enjoyed on a very dumb level.
Okay, but there's some disturbing things in this.
Okay.
Don't you think?
No.
It didn't disturb you when you
No,
wrote them
I
and
know.
said, "This came out of my head."
I don't get as disturbed, actually.
As you should.
Well, I don't realize sometimes that the songs are as disturbing as they are until I'll play it for Jay, my husband, or my sister Katie, right after I've written something, and then they'll kind of cringe and twitch a little, and I'll think, I'll ask, is it really that? Because to me, when I wrote it, I do recognize that the subject matter is difficult, and I guess not usual for pop music or pop song.
You can say that again.
But
Rats and cataracts, bits of blood and moan. Whoa.
it's That's yeah, that's a poppy song too. But it's what's in my head, I guess, and it's it likes to come out in a catchy pop song sometimes, which is a weird juxtaposition, but I like that. I like that. A bit of an unsettled feeling that can promote
Go a bit?
in the listener.
You think it's a bit?
Maybe.
Wait a minute. Oh, where's the line? Oh, geez, the really, really disturbing line here, and I can't find it. Oh man, there's so
Really
many.
It's really not disturbing. It's
It is
just a
disturbing.
happy, poppy, peppy
No.
album.
It's disturbing, and it's poppy and happy, in a strange kind of way. I've got to find this line. It's in the no. Oh, it's in the Nebraska thing. Yeah.
I have swears in that song.
You have swears in that song.
So-
What is that about?
Mercy in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Well, there was this law that they tried to enact like a year ago or 2 years ago that enabled families in distress, or I think it was geared really toward young unwed mothers who couldn't take care of a baby after they had it, where you could drop your child off at a local hospital and you would not be prosecuted. There'd be no charges pressed or anything, and you'd have immunity. And the problem was they left the age range up to 18.
Oh, geez.
And what wound up happening was whole families dropped off their children at these hospitals. And there was this one particular story of a man who had 8 children, I think it was, and he dropped all of them off at the hospital. He kept the eldest, I think, to probably clean and cook and clean around the house. But that man went on, too, to remarry and get his wife pregnant again. His first wife had died, and apparently he was a little overwhelmed, which I can understand. I wrote this song with more sympathy, obviously, for the kids who were dumped at the hospital.
Right.
But I can also understand reaching that point. I'm not a parent, and there's a good reason for that, but I could see reaching a point of such distress that you'd go to such drastic measures. I don't think most people do, obviously, and it's not something that you advocate, but it's a human response to overwhelming responsibility, I guess. And then there were just a lot of jerks too that did it. But
Would you like people to listen to that on this story?
to Mercy in Nebraska? Sure, you can play swears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead, Tom.